Most of the time on this channel, we've got one shot, one opportunity, one chance for glory. On today's video, we're playing 5 simultaneous big stacks. As one drops out, don't worry, you still have action to sweat. Stick around to the end to see which of these we can get over the line. 5 tournaments. Enjoy. What about turbo mode? We're in turbo mode right now in the Bounty Butter 109. Is that anything you might be interested in? Look at that. We've got aces. We're at max revolutions in that engine. Dealer Yanis has called. I check. I give up. I give up. I don't give up. I got the nuts. Hold. Turbo mode. Yes. 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 Did you enjoy that? I'm all in with 5 high. Why do I keep trying to lie to people and tell them I have a straight and they just never think I have a straight? Just a couple aces for me? Are we going to 3-bet here? Sure. Don't you know? Pump it up. My opponent's going to flat queens pre. Going to have ace queen, king queen, queen jack suited. Ace x of hearts is unblocked. Some suited 10x. I think the play is just to try and play for the stacks over 3 streets. Jamming all non-heart rivers. Beating a lot of shit. Losing to, what, 9 combos of sets? 2 combos of 2 pair? So like 11 combos. Okay. And we're just going to get got on the very, very first hand, eh? We're just going to get got on the very first hand of the 530. Welcome to the fucking show. Mr. Spragg, we've a seat for you right here. Yes, here's aces, very first hand. Unfathomable. And now we'll go all in. I'm on tilt. I'm all in, guys. Come on, give me a spin. Let me back in. All right, good luck. We're not out at the 530 yet. Far from it. Jacks against ace 10 off. All right. Action-packed opening, isn't it? To say the least. I guess we're running it again. 3 hands in the 530. All in with aces, all in with jacks, and now all in with ace-king suited. What a start. If we win a flip, we're nearly back to where we were. Okay. All right, okay. Global happiness. We'll defend against global happiness. Bring me some happiness. Bring me some joy. That'd be a fine thing, wouldn't it? Probably don't want to check raise this hand. We might check raise occasionally with something wheelie, like 3x, 4x, deuce x with a wheel, or something like this as well, but I think 5-6. Chilling, not expecting my opponent to bet range on ace-5 deuce versus big blind. So with that said, we are still going to include some ace-x in the check back. So our hand certainly is not like home and dry if they check back the flop. They're going to trap some aces, and they're also going to have a bunch of pocket 6s through pocket kings. Doesn't mean I think we should fold just yet. Does mean that I'm a little bit afraid right now, given how we expect their check backs to be constructed. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how often they're checking back jack high, queen high, and betting turn and river. Typically, it's going to be some ace-x, and then it's going to be like kings, queens, jacks, 10s, you know? And even if they get here with something like king-jack, there's probably a fair amount of checking because it has a lot of showdown value. What I need to think about is where I'm at in my range. Now, I have a bunch of aces still, right? I make quads a fair amount here. And there's still a lot of quads to be had with all the offsuit combos. I defend all the offsuit combos. I also have a hand like pocket 9s that I don't 3-bet pre-flop that would beat some value, assuming they can take this line with 8, 7, 6s. It's like, which parts of my range am I folding? Some 5x? Or just like flush draws, king highs? Don't know whether I get to fold 5x. I can fold all of it if I don't think my opponent's bluffing enough. And this hand's probably not winning a bunch. I yield. Angry. I am not. Got an ace. Loving life. Probably a fair amount of checking. Again, 3 ways, out of position. This range calling in the hijack versus me is going to be a little wider because the bounty coverage and stuff. But we've got to be a little bit wary. And now we've got to be a bit wary in the big blind of all the 5x. But still a very wide range here. You know, they still have like jack 3 of clubs, which are doing very well against. But I do think another check works. Don't think this hand's going to always just start betting. Now my opponent does bet. We will call. Going to induce some bluffs for sure. Once everyone's checked twice. Honestly, feel like a lot of the spades just take a free card in position. So I'm not that worried about the flush. I just think I call here. Yes. We'll defend here, covering Luciano. Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye. Hello, king 3. Check. What do you mean check? Bet. Pay me. No all in. Don't do it. No all in. All in. Jack 10 at full weight. Problem is, they're going to have queen jack, obviously. I think jack 10's slightly more favored to bluff the river. I think they just call king jack, king queen. I think I'll just fold this hand. Expect them to bluff jack 10. Maybe sometimes they do jam king jack, king queen. I don't think so, though. So I'd rather call, obviously, when I have 4-5, obviously when I have Queen Jack, even when I have like Ace Deuce, Ace 3, maybe even like Ace Jack, Ace Queen is better. Because occasionally they might jam King 10 as well versus this size with a 2 pair. So like having Ace Deuce, Ace 3 marginally better than that and unblocks all bluffs. I don't know. I've got Kings in the 530.
Very, very sneaky, sir.
Who really knows what's going on in this sick game? This sick little game that we like to call the 530 Bounty Builder. Probably got to do a lot of calling in general. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. I've got all the kings. Check. Have a bluff. Go on. Send it. What a cowardly check behind, huh? We're off to a flop again when we cover. Covers both players. Doesn't come in here. Must have had some real nonsense. The 7 of diamonds is enough to keep me intrigued. We would fold out like King, Queen of hearts by betting. We're not really folding too much equity if we end up bet folding here. And I think we're not really going thin. We're going like our overpairs that we have are strong 7s. So I think the sizing is good. I don't really care if I have to just bet fold. I'm just trying to fold out King, Queen. Maybe even some ace highs. And if we get check jammed on, so what? If we get check called, maybe we can make a 10. Interesting situation. What are we dealing with here? Like ace 4, 5s, 6s? Am I able to jam my hand? I think I want to jam now. And rooting for an ace high call here somehow? Some ace king, ace queen action? Or what's the deal? Surely that's what we're looking at. Or maybe pocket 5s, pocket 6s? Or ace 4, ace 3? Come on, pay me. Pay me, 530. $125 bounty as well. We'll know within 33 seconds at most. Would love to get paid though. Would love to. Got him! Ace 4 indeed. Ace 4 indeed. Seems like our judgment of the range is about right. We get the jam. We get the bounty. We've chipped up to 50k. We've got aces in the 530 bounty builder. We're a little bit deeper. I'm 3-betting. That's what I'm doing. I'm 3-betting. We're a bit deeper here now. Bump it up. I would go all in. They want to go all in. I would do that. Okay, they don't want to just yet. I think Jack 8-8 is slightly better for me. I'm going to 3-bet bluff some 8x suited. They probably don't have that many 8s calling. Pocket jacks, they might flat pre, but, you know, this is a very, very pretty spot for us with the aces. We should be very happy to just load as many chips into the middle as they want to load in. They may even trap kings pre. I think probably going to 4-bet queens. And then peel, like, ace jack, king jack, queen jack, maybe jack 10 suited, hands like this, pocket 9s, pocket 10s, some other pairs. Obviously some, like, king queen suited and the like. Sadly, they fold. Which is very sad, because I had the 1s. I had offsuit 1s. Very good hand. A little sniff of hope. There's some entertaining turns, to say the least. I do think the king highboards, Luciano is going to want to get some bets in. I'm going to treat myself to the turn. Versus 1/3, covering. We're off to see the wizard. It's nearly, you know? It's nearly a little flavor of what we want. I'd like to see the river, please. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What do we got? A 6, a 5, and a 4? Seem live. A lot. And to all, a good night! That's us all in then, isn't it? Still jams aces and ace king. I think still jams aces and ace king for sure. Plus some bluffs. Hope it wasn't ace 4 for the bluff. Imagine that. Just the ace king for the value. Look at me go. Boom! In the 530 we call pre. We're going to call the flop with the ace of clubs at the very least. Oh god. You know what happens next. What are we? 10 of 25 with 13 paid. I'm covered. I've got the ace of clubs in my hand. Not the nuts, not the nuts. You do the maths. But we're going to bet. I have the 8 of clubs and the 3 of clubs more often than my opponent. So if they raise, I probably would just fold the ace, but there we go. Called by the jack of clubs. Ace jack with the jack of clubs, very nice. And here in the 530 bounty builder, I've opened pre, check called the flop. Now what? Now what? I mean, they could definitely have 10s. They could also definitely flat queens, kings, and aces pre-flop with GTA Varas in the big blind. I'm very concerned about the strength of my hand right now. You know that? Right, very concerned. Am I just paying off pocket 7s and 6s? Is that it? We need them to fire... I mean, maybe they have ace-9 suited. Maybe they just go 3 streets with ace-9 suited. I got to imagine that's happening. I got to imagine that's happening at least some of the time. But I do think they flat aces a lot here with this stack in play. They checked back king 8 suited, so they've had a bluff. They've had a bluff. All right. 7 of 23. Good stuff. And we've got an all-in with a $219 bounty for 4 bigs. I think I just flat everything that I want to continue. And I think that includes 9-7 suited, but if I get... I mean, I can't get punished now because I can just call everything, right? Seems like a reasonable thought. I mean, do we just jam? Sure. What up? No. Nice. $219 in bounties. $312 bounty and I have queens? Oh my goodness. Imagine they jam. Imagine they ISO me for everything. Chip lead pot in the 530. Okay. Let's hold. 312 bucks. We'd love it. We'd love it. We'd love it. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. $781 in bounties. Keeping a close eye on the 13,000 chip stack obviously is a minimum bounty, but still worth something. That something being $125, of course. And there it goes. If it gets folded to me, of course, I'm going to call. Anything else, I don't think it's big enough. All right. As if dominated. As if they have ace-5. Why can't we just be... Look at me moaning. Look at me crying. Look at me go, oh my god. Just rolls a Jeffrey on the turn. It's a member of the board. And we win $125. We are down to 15. We are 2 from the money. Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Ace-5 versus Jack-5. And blessed. Ooh, stick around. We're not really incentivized to play too big a pot with anybody on the bubble, but more so in a Pico just because the min cash isn't as relevant, but I'm just going to call. Call, get squeezed, bubble. Is that the play? Back raise, bubble. Quite a big squeeze in position, isn't it? 11 bigs. Pico is very top heavy. Very awkward. I'm covered for $578 as well. Do I think you can squeeze fold? Yeah. And if I win the pot, I'm chip leader. I think it's worth too much. Uh-oh. That's a bad flip to lose. Very bad flip to lose. I think the sizing is ace-king a lot as well, which helps us, you know? Or bluffs. I don't think they 3-bet top to 11 bigs. Pretty tragic. Chip lead pot on the stone bubble. Pretty tragic. But, you know, some days you flip the coin. Some days you're chip leader with 13 left in the money. Some days you're out in 14. I have 2 aces. Offsuit 1s. Raise.
2, 3, 4,
Bet.
5.
13 is half pot. Creates 52 with what, 26 back? Looks to me like we got a little half and half semi-skimmed milk situation here. 2.5k into 5k, 5k into 10k type thing, right? And they better not have me beat. A king? Oh my god, think of all the 2 pairs now. King Jack, King Queen. Frightful, isn't it? But also King 10, Ace Queen, Ace Jack. Oh, the king stinks. Do I still just have to go for it? Ace King of clubs they could have. Ace 10 of clubs though. Maybe I check without the ace of clubs and call, because they can bluff some nut flush draws. But if they jam, I'm really sad. I need him to bluff the nut flush. And not have a 10 with it. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's think about this. What's the worst ace we think they call pre? I think we call all suited aces here versus my big blind. I think they have ace deuce of clubs, ace 4 of clubs, 9, 10. Gets there. King 10, maybe value jams. I guess without a club, I just click call. Feel very sad about it. Just the 9, 10 of diamonds. There it is. Maybe they jam King 10 if they get to the river as well. They're definitely going to jam if they do get to the river with like ace 7 of clubs. They have to bluff this hand. There's no other way for them to get the river and bluff. So I think if I have a club, I just fold. Doubling up in the 215 Battle Royale as well. I'm all in here in the 215 Battle Royale with a pair of 10s, which is a hand that I like. Lovely stuff. $50 bounty to go with it. A delight. A pleasure and a delight. Now this person does a lot of 3-betting, a lot of raising, and a lot of playing pots. Let's see 3. They're going to jam too, aren't they? And just have like ace 4. I wonder if they ever fold if I jam. Does that seem a bit optimistic? They have a 28% 3-bet. I'm all in. They block the jack even? So greedy. How can you have 28% 3-bet and have this hand? How? How and why? What a donator I am, really. Make sure you hit all the follow buttons and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need 100,000 subscribers in the next month and a half. So do make sure you subscribe. It won't be that hard. We are in the 215 Battle Royale. We really haven't got much going here. We've shoved 11 bigs now. I mean, how can we not? With ace-8 offsuit in the cutoff. Just run into it. Just run into the 9s on the button. So sad. Oh my god, I'm the best. What a river. I've played great on the river card here. Fantastic maneuver. Spike in an ace. Right back up to 25 bigs. Up we go. What do we got going on here? $50 bounty, $100. Man, this is a weird, this is a different spot, eh? I guess I'm folding now. I feel like we're up against 2 strong hands. Quads is going to win. Quads is going to take it. I will call here in the Battle Royale. We cover for the $50 bounty. They've reshoved 5, 6 of diamonds. We just got to avoid an 8 or a 3. And we do. $50 bounty. Finally, $100 in bounties. Finally got some chips behind us in the 215 Battle Royale. Love to see it. Oh my god. What do we have here in the 215? Against Psycho Dad? Alright, time to go Psycho. You go. Come on. Throw him in the middle there. I don't believe you. I raise. Come on. Got him. Nice one in the 215. And we've turned 3 of a kind. Haven't checked back in the 215. I'd say a pretty favourable run out, in the words of the great Andrew Nemi. Quite a favourable run out. Don't think we want to jam, but we will have a raise. Pretty tough for me to have a full house outside of pocket 9s. I'm going to bet a lot of my other boats. Pocket 4s, ace 8 on the flop. Maybe. I am going to check a lot on the ace high monotone flop versus big blind. My opponent can definitely still have some flushes. All of the flushes. Okay, well. I really like this jam by them, actually. Raising 7s. Probably betting the flop. They're going to have a lead. We're going to have a call. Nice hand to just peel, I think. You know, no bad turns. If they jam, we call $100. Show me ace 5. Show me 5, 6. Show me 4, 6. Show me 4, 8. Yeah, we're all in here. $100 bounty. Very happy to snap it off. Imagine having a set. Imagine having a set. 3 of a kind. Holy smokes. That is indeed a hand that should be in the leading range, I guess. There it is. Sometimes they have the set. Would never, ever, 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 ever fold my hand. We're now 12 from the money. Quite a deep table, isn't it? Quite a deep stack table. I mean deep stack, not that we're like, you know, getting into it with philosophical debates or anything. Spud says, Young Spragger, bubbled the FT of the main event at the weekend. Sad times. We played together about 35-ish left. Good to chat again, though. Always good to chat with people at live events. Yep. Sad to hear you didn't quite make it. We go again. We'll go again next year. Spud, we'll get on. I don't think this is a lead, in theory, really ever from my opponent. Because I'm still going to have a lot of strong ace-x when I check ace-jack 9. 3 ways. So if I had to guess, it's probably just like a strong hand or a strong draw. Like they're playing their equity, right? They're just seeing what their hand is on the board and betting it. They're not thinking about how their overall range wants to play. They're just like seeing what they have and running it. Does that mean that I can jam all in here and rep the king-queen? 70 blinds? That's a lot of blinds, isn't it? Player to act behind who's a bit of a cannon as well. I don't want to do it. This guy could be up to all manner of things. Unfortunately, just folds. It was a sad one. Hopefully, we can find some epic dubs. Obviously, there's a very big equity swing bubble in this tournament. Because we were either chip lead or we were out. I think having a jack's way better than having a 6 here versus a sizing, probably. And I still have some jacks checking back on the jack 5 deuce 3. So I think it's important for me to block some jack X rather than block 6-4. What about over here? I bet the flop. Now the turn is an ace. I will bet the turn. 4 from the money. Oi. 4 from the money. I check. Winner. Remember when I said I was going to not lose every pot in the 215 Battle Royale? I actually just lied. I am going to lose every pot. Now we're 19 to 25, 2 from the money and down to 13 bigs. Pretty unfortunate run out here, though. And against killing fields before with 7s against 4s. It's their turn for the heater. We're in the money. We made it. So much for the knee knockers and straight into ace-king the next hand. Look at that. Well, take a look at this. All right, we could spin right back in here. We're in the money. We're all in with ace-king for a decent stack in the 215. 23 left. Let's rumble, mate. Let's rumble. Maybe we go 3 ways. 2 bounties on the line. Mine's worth 156 US dollars. Well, what have you got? Hacky D is going to be sad to see my hand. Too strong of a hand. Oh my god, they're not going to be sad to see my hand. Yeah, they're going to be very sad. They're going to be very sad after all. Ace-king versus kings. What a setup. I jammed, what, 7 BBs? 8 BBs? Probably not even. Let me just get there. Over here, we will get as naughty as they like. 16.6 BBs with ace-queen. You know where that's going. Just try and stop me. Killing Fields took all my other chips. We may as well give him a shot at the rest of it. I got a nice enough bounty to get caught by a lot of worse hands though. Feeling good about it. Got a flip for our dinner. I don't feel good. Killing Fields run very well against me so far. Running very good against me. Take it away. GG's. I'm all in. That is as good as a flop as you're going to get. Ace-king versus queens, isn't it? An annihilation. An annihilation. You love to see it. It's just the way it is sometimes. I 3-bet here, did I? We'll give it a little bet. feel like I have a lot of the cards in my hand that I want my opponent to fold, you know what I mean? Maybe I should just check call. I don't think they're folding that on that run out. Ladies. Razy Daisy. We'll play for as much as you want. As much as you want. I'm on stone tilt, you know that, troops? We're in a 3-bet pot again. Perhaps it will help. The fact that I just played one with ace-10 and double-barreled. Patrick Hernandez says, nice clickbait title there, blood. Shows you with kings. The title won't show me with kings. Doesn't it just say playing online poker, Spraggy live? Oh, it says winner, king, king. I see. Well, I have won a pot with kings today. The king of cowboys, they call me. And I'm about to win with queens. Nice. Dubbed away. Dub Dewey. Dub Dewey. And to think I'm about to make a royal flush.
Nope.
I've bricked. I will call. I will call. I think you'll be quite shocked to see what I have. $19 bounty there with the ace jack of hearts. As good as it gets. Ryan says someone on the forum I use won a bronze pass from 50-cent spins. It's happening all the time. If you rake anything, you get a free 50-cent ticket every day. And obviously people are spinning them up. Like I'm going to spin up over here when I make the nuts on the turn. The nuts. What are we dealing with here? Are they lining up for a river jam? I will continue my slow play, as they say. Nice little trap. Love to see a jam. Jam from ace jack. Nice little bluff. Nice little bluff. Treat yourself. You're either bluffing or you're not. Oh, they've gone for the jam. They've left a bit back. Maybe they were bluffing. They're in the time bank now. For 369 chips. Not bluffing. Top set. Queens. No good. What a way to go. Wrong seat. Seat 2, eh? Done. Oh yeah. I'm just a big check call gut shots or bet call gut shots or call gut shots and turn the nuts guy. I'm just big into it. It's very on vogue, making the nut straight. And they bet 14,000, which I like. I'm going to call. I continue here pretty wide. I expect them to triple off a 6, triple off some bluffs. Obviously having the nuts, very good for me. Still much wider than a straight of the river, so they can definitely try and get me to fold some 2 pairs or 1 pairs. Scenes you love to see. Oh, and it's time. I'm all in. I'm all in for the lot of it. 18th already of 301. 191 places paid. Very miserable spot. Honestly, even if they have a 6, I'd still feel a bit bad. Feel pretty bad. Another miserable river spot for our opponents. Same as with the ace-4 that we got paid. 35 seconds left. For friend of the stream, induce me. Might not be a friend of the stream any longer after they see my hand. If they see my hand by calling. They'll see it on delay anyway. Would love to get paid though. Huge pot. The tension builds, huh? 10 seconds. Here we go. Get him in, get him in, get him in. Good laydown. They'll be very relieved when they see stream. They've just jammed. That is a $55 bounty. And this time we are the pipper. You got that, Phil? Third in chips, $142 in bounties locked up, 50-50 series. Cooking up a storm. Giving it some go now. Giving it some go. Bit of value, bit of denial. Bit of a fold out some good hands. Bit of a make a set at the river anyway. I don't think I want to jam this one. My opponent can have more straights than me in general. So I'm not going to want to jam. If I have a hand like ace-8, probably want to take some 60%. We'll take some 60% against Papa Bear. Win is a win. And we've got nearly 500,000 chips at 3k big blind, which is nice. That's okay in my book. I'm doing some naughtiness in the 6-max. We bet the flop. We got called. We're going to bet the turn. And yabba dabba do. You know what's happening at the river. I hope they fold. 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a 10. I'm all in. I do have a 10. Just always remember that. I've got a straight. I've bet the flop, bet the turn, and the river. I've got a straight. There's nothing you can do about it. I do apologize. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Non-believer. Nice call. Fine. I was lying. You've exposed me. Wait, I really have to call off 7 bigs to win all this bounty money? $90 in bounties with 7-5? Huge flop for me. I'm all over it. Close. We're in the money. I guess we're just going to bump it up against this player. Papa Bear. I'm 14th in chips. They're not far behind. Maybe we just play a monster pot, huh? Wish I had 1 spade. I'm still going to bet. Papa Bear, what are you doing? What have you got? I'm going to keep betting. you know what? Maybe we don't bluff this. Maybe we can win sometimes against Papa Bear and just check call it off when they have the spades, you know? Or 8-9. Just check. If they jam, we might be having a look. Because I don't know if they jam all their queens. Like, if they get hit with Queen 10 suited, I don't know if they jam it. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? It'd be really sad if they end up here with a 7 somehow. I don't imagine they should lead. Given how much I'm bluffing here, I don't think leading really ever makes sense. Now we're just rooting for a call from what? Pocket 8s, pocket 9s? Is that what we're dealing with? Feels like it. Another non-believer? Pocket 8s, pocket 9s? For all the bluffing I've been doing, I need a call. I need to be paid. A $51 bounty as well. Queen Jack. Oof. Blocking the value as well. Definitely a hand they can't fold. Very unlucky for them. Remember I said today is the day of me just calling and making straights? Making the nuts? Le joueur. Le joueur. From Germany? Mais c'est français, non? Mais c'est français, ici. Call? You hate to see it. Je déteste ces cartes ici. Ce n'est pas bon pour moi. C'est pas bon ça. No. And we just called a 4 BB open here. They made it 4 blinds, so I just called a queens. And now the flop's Queen Jack 8 two-tone. And they've just ripped. I got top set. I elect to call. My god. Full house. Not dead yet. The 9 of clubs would have been a sick one. We're up to 800k though. Very, very big pot. Lovely stuff. Poker Stars gamble. Boom, baby. $23 bounty. We'll take it. I'm bluffing into 3 opponents here. One of them doesn't believe me. It's Papa Bear. Oh, it's that tournament where I said we'll just make the nuts every hand, you know? We'll just make those gut shots. Madness, really. Madness. I think I'm just going to jam it too. I feel like people are very suspicious of my behavior in this tournament. They're very suspicious of my movements in this tournament. I'm all in. King 10. Make a stand. Remember when I said I'm going to have a straight? Let me fold. They got my number, these guys. All those times I bluffed today and got called. And a reasonable board. Blind v blind. 11 of 43 here. Yes, please. 1 turn card. I've made about 1,000 straights. Haven't made a straight yet, but I do have a pair. A little bit of this probably okay. Not a huge fan of the queen. Maybe bluffing some queen 8, queen 10 on the flop. Like easy natural bluffs to hit with the bear queen. 16,000 I will call. We can do 16,000. Ace high, no good. No good. And 11 bigs, we just jam blind v blind. With our offsuit ace X. And flop 3 of a kind. That works. That does work. We take the bounty. We fade the flush draw. We're up to 1.2 million chips. Shifty Taylor, who's that? Some Spraggy on Spraggy violence coming in hot. Am I really going to try and check raise the turn here? I think so. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm worried about ace 9. That's it. I'm not worried about ace 9 anymore. What a weird river. Man, what a weird river. We lose to Queen Jack, King Queen now, eh? But we beat ace 9, we beat Jack 9, we beat Queen 9, we beat pocket 8s. Maybe I just block. Paid. This is very good for us. We got a set. King 4 deuce rainbow. We probably don't do much raising when we're in the sandwich seat. Like there's a player to act behind us. We're the filling here. Because they can have some really strong hands. So we don't really get to raise with them behind too much. At this SPR as well is just over 2. Our opponent's going to take some sizings that are sort of shaping up to be all in by the river. This is kind of a smaller bet. I still think I want to slow play though. On the Badoogie board. Snap check the river. With pocket 10s. I think most of their kings are going to triple off anyway. And if we raise, they're just going to fold these catches for the most part. Top and bottom might slow play here. We flop 2 pair with king 3. What are we, 21 left? Weirdly, this is a terrible turn for me. But in general, quite reasonable. Like, the worst turn in the deck for my actual hand, but quite good for my range versus theirs. Yeah, I mean, we still beat some ace highs. We beat 9, 10, queen 10. We don't beat any king X because it's kings, jacks, and a better kicker. We lose to king 10, but probably lose minimum with the lead. It's a shame because on a safer run out, obviously, we're just probably doubling up. And with 18 left, oh my goodness, 18 left in this 50-50 series. 16 BBs and a $100 bounty with an 8 in the flush draw. All our options are fine unless we fold. That would be very, very foolish. We could just get it in. We could run it. think now I want to value bet a lot of my Jack X. Like if I have Jack 6 of diamonds here, I probably want to bet against this player. I might check raise the river all in. Just going to go for it against Ace King or King Queen or something. I think I might just shove. Maybe King Queen just folds. Probably. Obviously 9x is 4-liner. I feel like people are pretty suspicious of me in this tournament. Anyone's got a Spraggy avatar on PokeStars, I gotta root for them. How can I not, really? How can I not? 3, please. Another 3, please. I mean, there's a club. There's a club. We can't complain. I expect small bets on monotone boards. I don't think my hand wants to fold. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright. I don't like having a Jack. It's a big sizing, isn't it? I'm out. I'm out. Forget the whole thing. Forget I even asked. Help me, dealer. Deal me good cards. Maybe good enough. 12.8. I think we're just jamming no matter what. Definitely very, very delighted to be able to shove now. We cover Shifty Taylor. Oh, God. No, we should be good, right?
Nope.
Oh, God. I'll chop. I'd love a chop. I didn't want to be greedy. I did not want to be greedy, but greedy is good. A 9 on the river. The chop on the turn, the 9 on the river. Oh, now look at me. I get gifted the double up and now I'm just trying to give it all back away with my little min 3 bet of Anthony. Oh, immediately punished. In here, ace 9, queen jack O, hold for $500,000. I mean, this seems fair. I mean, it's not. It's not. It's not. Even though we rivered a 9 against our ace king. I guess it is, but now I'm just being greedy again. I wish we held. $500,000 chips again. I mean, I'm getting a $100 overlay. I'm all in. 41%. Number goes down. Can't not jam for 2.5 bigs when I'm getting a $100 overlay. My 41% goes to 0% though, and that's not ideal. We gotta hold down here. This is the most important one. 6s against king 9 suited. Ay, 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 ay. 1.2 million. 1 out. Dead. We lost 10-5-0. We lost 6s against king 9. We're down to nothing. We're 13 of 13. It's not good, mate. Bon chance. Tout le monde. 10-7. Great hand. Oh, we get to triple up as well. And this person's going to fold. So we get the triple up money, but only heads up, right? I hope. Triple up money versus one hand. Triple up money versus one hand. Is that a good flop or what? The fucking state of you, ace deuce deuce. What have you done to me? Ay, ay, ay. $50 into 252 plus 239 is $50 into 491, but we fall short. 491. Our final hope is the 55 fast 7 PKO. It brings me no joy to say that. Oh, baby. Unsuited ones. Deck the halls, my friends. Let's come on. Somebody wants to play for all of the chips here, right? Agonizing wait. Chrono PP. Okay, okay, okay. I don't like this. I have too much of the board. Now I need them to bluff me many times. What's my note? Bluffs many times? No. Some boring pre-flop nonsense. Now I'm feeling a lot better about it. Now I'm feeling a little hotter about my pocket ace flat pre. You know that? Now I'm feeling real good, baby. If they barreled 5-7, you will never see this face again. Oh, it's just aces versus ace king, blind v blind on an ace side board, and I'm here playing the trap artist. I mean, mate. I will call ace jack for a bounty against king queen. I have been defeated on the river cards, which is very sad. And I'm all in the fast 7 with 10s. We have $31 in bounties locked up. Alright. And we're all in the 55 fast 7 for 12.5 bigs. Blind v blind with falls. We get called by ace 3. Big favorite. Big favorite. What a hand to see as well, huh? The power of the fours. Nice. I'm all in with 5-3 suited. $173 bounty in a $55 tournament. Are you taking the piss? Of course I'm all in. What do you got? 9-7-0. Hold that 3. Side pot's good. I'll take the side. I'll take the side. We win 100,000 chips. We don't win the bounty, but we'll take 100,000 chips with 5-3 suited. No problem. Don't mind it. Go again now. I'd love to see him go again now. I'd love to see a $173 bounty in again now. How did people just fall to this? It's a $55 tournament. $173 bounty. Kind of live we were. I reshoved and this guy just snapped 7-9 behind. That's the game. That's the game. Now we're getting 3-bet, but we actually have a very strong hand. But I do want to. I want to make sure I stay in with this amount of the prize pools over here. You know. I don't think I fold though. Check. This is like such ace 4 bait, you know? Such ace 4 bait. Great spot for us to be all in here, though. $31 bounty as well. A little treat for us. But very, very bad. Oh, this is perfect. Royal flush draw? Excuse me? How dare you? It's all falling apart. We've lost all of our flips. We've lost all of our all-ins. We've lost all of the pots where we dominate. Folks, I'm all in. What? Against 9-4 offsuit. Not a good hand. Not a good hand. Excusez-moi. Qu'est-ce que fucking say, my friends? We cash for $173. It is a $55 buy-in. We'll add it to the list of cashes today, which brings our totals to in for 3,700, out for 2,400 for a net loss of 1.3k. I feel like a lot of these tournaments fell away at the end. 1.4k. Obviously, the 530 flip was massive, but a load of these tournaments just fell away at the end. A lot of near misses. All good.